Welcome to Mimo's Jewelry and Watches YouTube channel, if we can call it a channel. Well, Seiko just released a new batch of summer new releases, if we can say that. There's a lot of new watches coming from Seiko this summer. And I just got the first batch here, about 4 or 5 watches and a couple watches from earlier releases that I want to share with you and show it to you and go over some little details if I pick them up. I just took them out of the box yesterday. I didn't have a chance to look at them. So this is my first impression when my eyes fall on them. So this is what we're going to look at. First, I was very surprised. They came up back with the old Seiko 5 Sports. Extremely close to the original one with the 7S movement, I believe. Now it's with the 4R36, obviously, and a little bit sharper, and it's the SKX kind of size measurements. The 42, the big one. Here is it on 7 3/4 inches of wrist. It's a beautiful watch. If you like the old one, you're going to love this one too. And what I'm looking at here, the bezel, is nobody has any information on the bezel. So I'm going to look into this and look at closer what is it made of. It looks to me it's a crystal over like aluminum insert. And there's a crystal on top of it. The glass is mineral crystal, and I suspect this is mineral crystal too. And that gives it a little bit nice, shiny look to it. And complements the dial. There's a lot of polishing going on the markers and everything. Overall, it's a great, beautiful watch. If you like blue watches, can't be more blue than this one. And it pops very nicely. This is the blue with the model number SRPK 97 at 385. And as we all know, I'm not going to repeat it a million times today, use the code SPORT at checkout for any watch, any new watch in stock at my website, and get a great deal. But don't tell anyone about it. And this is the SRPK 99 with a gilt. Now this is extremely sporty and elegant, if I may say. There you go. Take a look. Extremely elegant watch with the classic gold markers and even on the bezel, and it just looks very sporty and elegant at the same time. And as usual, the case backs are always exhibition on the Sports. Again, 42.5 millimeter case. Now we move to the new releases. This is a limited edition Presage. It's called Chrono, I believe. I have to check. It's like a release of their 1960s Presages. They were chronographs. So this one has that look, and a new bracelet with the 4-part bracelet, the link like right there, and the classic Seiko releases of the clasp as well, and the 4R35 movement exhibition back. And this is a 39, I believe. I'm going to double check. Now, if I miss the millimeter here and there, you can always go to my website and you can see all the information about the case size, the lug to lug, and the lug measures. So this is just a general review. I'm not getting too technical on them. Some of you know way better than me about Seikos. So, and this is the blue one. This is a regular. Oh, by the way, let's go back here and tell the model number. SRPK61, and I believe this is the limited edition. It comes in a nice packaging also. And this is the SR PL07 blue. Now, the same thing on the bezel here. These are fixed bezel. I know it's a letdown. It's like you wished for a rotating bezel, but that's what we have. And box crystals, not sapphire, mineral crystals on them. This is the same Presage, but a different. This is regular. This one kind of looked very vintagey with like old rotating bezel on skin diver watches from the 60s. If you guys remember those or you've seen those, that's what this thing reminds me of. And then we have those new Alpinist GMT. These are probably my favorite Alpinist right now. They look complete. They have the 24-hour bezel on the outside, the GMT, and then of course it won't be Alpinist if you didn't have the rotating compass measures from inside, whatever they call them. And this is the blue on a blue calf leather. Very nice combination. Exhibition back. 39 millimeter classic Alpinist size, always. Sapphire crystal, screw down crown. This watch has it all. Everything. Sapphire crystal, screw down crown, automatic, GMT. Let's see how the GMT works. Is the 6R30 54. 6R54. GMT caliber 6R54. And let's see how it's gonna work here. So first thing, let's bring it down to 5:30 the time. That's there. Push it back in, pull out to the first click. And this way to the right, the GMT hand moves. If it keeps moving, will it change the date? Nope, it's not gonna change the date. Now we do the other way to the left, the date changes. Or you can, of course, simply move the hands, the hour hands, the main hands, and the date should change as well. And the reason why I pull the hands down to 5:30 in the beginning is to safely change the date in this watch. You don't want to force the watch to change date when the hour hand is between 10 and 2. You all know that. If you don't know, I would love to explain it to you maybe one day. It's always safer to bring the hour hands down to 5:30, change the date to a day before. Let's do this now. Today is Friday the 14th. So I want to change the date. I just picked it up and it's not working. And I want to change the date and put the right time. It's not working. So I unscrew it, pull it out to the second click where the hour and minute hands are. And this instruction is not only for GMT, it's actually for every automatic watch with a date, or even quartz watch. Then pull it back all the way in to the neutral position, pull out to the first click where you would normally adjust the date on a watch by going to the left in this watch here. So we're 14 today, Friday 14. Let's go to the 13. That's what we would do. So 5:30, one day before the actual date. And now we pull to the second position or third position if you want. If you start with the neutral is the first one, second one is the day, the third one is the hour and minute. So that's the range of the clicks on the crown. So now the last position out is the hour and minute. If you go nicely, gently over the 12 and nothing happens, you keep going. You keep going, again, nicely, gently, not too fast. And now you're going to start seeing the date changes. And that's why we always say don't change date while the hour hands are between 10 and 2, because the watch is doing it itself. So right there at 12 o'clock, you're going to see a jump to the date of 14. So you have now, the date just changed at 12. That's midnight. So the first next 12 hours are AM. So we keep going to the right time, which is now 10:53 a.m. Friday, June 14, 10:53. That's 45, 50, 53 right there. And now you push it back all the way into the neutral position. You give it 5, 10, 15 winds, no more. Automatic watches don't like to be winded. I don't care what people say. Watchmakers said this, that. Trust me, you don't want to overwind an automatic watch. I've been doing this watch business for over 30 years. We repaired tons of watches. You don't want to overwind a automatic watch. Mechanical watch, hand wind watch, you wind it until it tightens and stop. It has a stop. Automatic don't have. Imagine it has a clutch. It will release that thing. But it's designed for the rotor. When the rotor spins, that's the power that generates and wind the spring. When you're doing this, it's too much torque. This is just in layman terms. Anyways, now you have it wound 510. You got the jump start. You push and screw the same time. If it fights you, stop. Do it again until you find the thread nicely, gently threaded in until it reaches the closure, but don't go over tighten it. Just stop. You're good to go. And now you have the watch on the right time. And you can also play with the GMT in this case and put it on the time that you want. And this is the new, also in the store. They released them earlier, obviously. The black version of the same watch. And then we're going to go to the Presage, the purple sunset. To commemorate the drink of a purple sunset. That's what Seiko made this watch. Is a limited edition. They tried to emulate these colors into the dial. It's extremely hard to show this dial on the video. The transition dials. It's like a brown, red, and purple, and all this nice, beautiful colors. Very nice watch. About 41 millimeter. Again, it's all the dimensions are on my website. You can go check it out. And if you like any watch, as always, use the code SPORT at checkout. And now to my favorite watch. Finally, Seiko fixed the turtle in all black. They had an all black before. It wasn't a great seller, or people didn't care for it. It had the blue markers instead. Now this one actually looks like an all black watch. Reminds me a lot of the 70s black watches. I'm wearing a Favre-Lobat. This is my favorite new watch. It's 1970s Favre-Lobat. So you can see this is where the Porsche design is exactly like the Porsche design. They started with all black titanium watches. So this is kind of inspiration, like all the blackened watches. And in this particular model, the SRPK 43 turtle 45 millimeter, I think Seiko did just magnificent job on it. Nice, beautiful loom markers and hands, green, beautiful loom. Nice and smooth bezel. Now, if you notice, it doesn't align like all Seikos, so you know it's 100% original Seiko. And let's check out the bracelet. Actually, the bracelet looks very thin to me, thinner than the regular bracelets. So this is limited edition also. I only have one right now. Let's check out the clasp. I just noticed something here. The clasp has an extension, something you don't find on a regular turtles. So this one has an extension also, just like the more expensive prospects. It's a beautiful all black. See, this is gunmetal. This is more like a black than gunmetal. This is blackened. Probably they use DLC. So, and the bracelet also is different. You see, it has the shiny pieces there. They made a magnificent job, and it's retails at $725, by the way. So this is my favorite watch. Here it is on my wrist. There you go. And by this, we conclude today's video. There's more to come. Peter's going on vacation. He's coming back next month. He'll help me out with some more videos. Until then, have a great start of summer, by the way. Enjoy your summer. And Father's Day this Sunday. Happy Father's Day to every father that's watching and receiving a watch especially. Thank you, guys.